Most people think divorce starts in court. In Connecticut, it actually starts with the decision you make before court ever gets involved. That decision quietly shapes how expensive, how long, and how emotionally difficult the process becomes. Welcome to Compass Mediation CT. I'm Aaron, and I help Connecticut couples navigate divorce with clarity without unnecessary court battles. Today, I want to walk you through how divorce actually works in Connecticut, and more importantly, where mediation changes the outcome. Divorce in Connecticut is officially called a dissolution of marriage. Connecticut is a no-fault state, which means you don't need to prove wrongdoing by either spouse. The most common ground is an irretrievable breakdown of marriage. So one spouse files the case and becomes the plaintiff, and the other becomes the defendant. Those labels sound aggressive, but they're procedural, not personal. Filing doesn't mean you're declaring war. It simply states or starts the legal timeline. This is where many people panic because they assume filing automatically puts them on the fast track to court. That's not how it works. Mediation can be used before a case is filed, after it's filed, or alongside the court process. Court is not the starting line. It's just one possible path. Now, Connecticut has a mandatory 90-day waiting period. That begins once divorce papers are served. In some cases, it can be waived, but most divorces go through it. That 90 days will pass whether you use it productively or not. Some couples spend it arguing, sending emotional messages, and unfortunately, running up legal fees. Others use it to resolve issues that actually matter. Mediation turns the waiting time period into working time. Instead of waiting for a judge, you're using that time to build agreements. One of the biggest misunderstandings about divorce is what the court actually cares about. Judges are not there to hear your entire story. They are trained to resolve cases efficiently. What the court wants is complete, accurate paperwork that addresses finance, property division, support, and if they're children, a parenting plan. Listen, judges don't live with the outcome of your divorce. You do. Mediation is designed to help couples create documents and agreements the court needs without giving up control of the decisions. At some point, every divorce reaches a fork in the road. One path is litigation, the other is mediation. Litigation usually means attorneys handling communication, formal motions, discovery, court dates, delays, and increasing costs. As the process goes on, control often shifts away from the spouses and towards the court. If no agreement is reached, the judge decides for you. Mediation, on the other hand, follows a different model. It keeps decision making with the people who live with the results. A neutral mediator helps guide discussion, identify issues, and structure workable agreements. The pace is controlled. The process is private. Solutions can be tailored to your family instead of forced into a courtroom template. In mediation, court becomes a formality instead of a battleground. Court is where decisions are imposed. Mediation is where decisions are made. Mediation works within Connecticut laws, not outside of it. Agreements are reached in mediation and can be incorporated into the settlement and submitted to court. In many cases, that means no trial, no testimony, no surprises. A judge reviews the agreement to ensure it's fair and complete, and then approves it. Mediation doesn't eliminate the court, It minimizes the conflict and uncertainty. Mediation works best for people who want predictability, privacy, and forward-looking solutions. It's often especially helpful for parents who want to protect their children from ongoing conflict. Mediation isn't about agreeing on everything. It's about agreeing on enough to move forward with clarity and dignity. Now, there are situations where mediation is not appropriate, such as cases involving active domestic violence, severe power imbalance, or intentional hiding of assets. Being honest about that is part of doing this responsibly. Divorce in Connecticut is a legal process, but how painful it becomes is largely a choice. You can hand decisions to strangers in a courtroom, or you can make them deliberately with structure and clarity. Mediation isn't about weakness or giving in. It's about choosing resolution over reaction. If you're in Connecticut and trying to understand your options before court locks in decisions, well, that's exactly what we do here at Compass Mediation CT. So if you want, you can schedule a free consultation, a discovery call, as we like to call it, to see if mediation is right for you. I'm Aaron, and thanks for watching.